everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to kind of do a little facts video about me. Just a few things that I came up with to let you guys know a little bit more about me. So without further ado, here we go. Number one, I am 26 years old and I'm from Ohio, and I currently live in Florida. Long way away from home. But most of my family still lives in Ohio, so I do go back and visit every so often, and my family will come down and visit me. So I miss my mom more than anything, and my grandparents, because I basically lived with my grandparents when I was younger. When my mom was going through nursing school, they pretty much took me in so that way my mom could focus on school. So I miss them terribly. I have 2 kids. I have 2 boys. I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. I'll let you do the math. And I do have a boyfriend. His name is Matthew, and one of a kind. Just absolutely amazing. He helps me out so much, and I really truly don't know where I would be without him. I'd probably be living back at home, but he has helped me so much with nursing school, getting through it. He's supported me. He's helped me so much with the kids. He's just, don't ever settle for less than what you deserve. Find yourself somebody who is a partner and supports you and is willing to sacrifice their time for you so that you can accomplish your dreams, and vice versa. Make sure you're willing to do it for the other person, for your partner as well. It's a two-way street. Anyway, enough about that. I used to be a dancer and cheerleader, and I also did gymnastics. I was pretty good at it, but it's been a long time. I miss it so much. I miss cheerleading and dance more than anything, but you know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos on cheerleading and dance and reminisce on how I used to do it and how much I miss it. But that's kind of where I got my exercise growing up. I'm number 7 now. I am in nursing school. I'm actually in my final semester of nursing school, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before, but this has been a long freaking road to get to this point, and I cannot be more excited to begin ready to graduate and move on and get my RN and to start working on the med surg floor that I'm currently working on. I work on a med surg neuro floor, and we get a lot of stroke patients and obviously neuro patients. We also get med surg patients, but I love it up there. I like neuro. I've always liked neuro. Before I decided to go into nursing, I really wanted to do psychiatry, but then I had kids and that kind of changed my plans a little bit. But going forward into nursing, I'm already kind of working in an area where I wanted to originally work, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that once I'm finished with school, past my NCLEX, that I'll be able to stay on my floor as an RN, and I'm really excited. I cannot wait. Moving on to number 8, my favorite music, which might surprise some people because I probably don't look like somebody who would like rock, but I absolutely love it. Punk rock, like your screamo, I guess most people would call it. That's my favorite. All-time favorite band like that would be A Day to Remember. Freaking love them. And they are from Florida, so I'm hoping one of these days I'll be able to see them when they come here. And then I love like Five Finger Death Punch, Metallica, like bands like that. My favorite. And then if I really want to, I throw it back to my 80s music because I grew up listening to 80s music, and that's what my mom always listened to. So I grew up listening to like Motley Crue, Kiss, Def Leppard, Def Leppard is my all-time favorite. Aerosmith I absolutely love. So those are the kinds of things that I grew up listening to, and when I'm really missing my mom, I'll start listening to those bands again. So favorite TV shows. Absolutely love The Big Bang Theory. That is like the show. Friends, freaking awesome show. And my aunt used to watch it, and I used to go and stay with her in Columbus, and she would watch it, and I thought it was the most boring thing ever. But I was like a little kid at that time, and then when I got older I was like, oh, my aunt used to watch that show, and I found it on Netflix, so I started watching it and I fell in love with it instantly. Absolutely love that show. And then a new show that came out that Matthew and I actually started watching together is Bellevue. I think that's how you say it, but it's a really awesome show. It's like me and him get into like murder mysteries and like mystery type shows, and Bellevue is has the I can't remember her name, but it's Sookie from True Blood. Freaking love that show too. But Bellevue has like it's really good. If you get a chance, watch it. It's good. 10 of these facts that I've kind of thought up about me. My favorite color is purple. Well, I change it sometimes, but the most consistent color that I've actually liked throughout the years is purple, and my tattoo that I have on my arm is purple, and I just really like that color. Not like a weird purple either, like a dark purple. Another fact about me, I try to work out as much as I possibly can, and I try to eat healthy and stay healthy, because being in the healthcare field, I need to practice what I preach. We try to encourage clients, people to eat better, exercise, take care of yourself, so that way you don't end up with issues later on in life. And I mean, how can you preach that to somebody but if you're not practicing it yourself? So I try to practice eating healthier, working out as much as I possibly can. It's a little hard right now with school. I try to get it in at least 3 days a week. I try to work out for about an hour, hour and a half. I do a lot of cardio, and then I do lift weights and use the resistance band. And I really do enjoy working out. It's such a stress reliever, and I love it. But if I had more time on my hands, I would do it more than just 3 days a week, but I at least try to do it 3 days a week and eat healthy as much as possible. But I love pizza. Pizza is life, and Chinese food. I have 6 tattoos. I have 3 on this arm, 1 on this arm, a big one on my side, and 1 on the front underneath my boob. And I love every single one of them. I have no regrets with any of them, so don't come at me. And the last thing is that I love to read. I used to hate reading. It just never liked it. I was always a slow reader, so when you would go into class and you'd sit down in English and you'd have to read, teachers would go down the rows okay, you read this paragraph, or you read so many sentences. Well, I was always the slow one, and kids are mean. Kids, people used to huff and puff at how long I would take with my reading, and so I always hated reading. Absolutely hated it. But then now as an adult, I've started reading again. I got my Kindle, which I love because my kids can't destroy regular books if I bought them. So I keep it on my Kindle. My kids can't get into books and destroy them. But I got my Kindle, started downloading books and trying to get into reading, and I fell in love with reading. It's kind of like a movie that plays in your head if it's a really good book and you really get into it. Some books take a little bit longer than others to get into, but I fell in love with reading finally. So this is something that I've always kind of wanted to do. I've always watched YouTube videos, and I've wanted to start a YouTube channel, just kind of talk, get to know people, and just make videos. And it was never something that I thought I would be comfortable doing, because I hate like public speaking and I get very nervous, I get very anxious, and if you listen to the beginning of my videos compared to like the end of my videos, like my voice gets a little bit steadier and I feel a little bit more comfortable as like the time goes on. But it's something I always wanted to do, so I'm trying my hand in it and we'll see where this takes me. So that is it for this video, you guys. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.